motion by Treasurer Hunnell, seconded by Trustee Gurley. May the Deputy Clerk please call the roll.
Connell.
Aye.
Clifford.
Aye.
Gurley.
Aye.
Kendall.
Aye.
Reader.
Aye. Item 8, item removed from consent agenda, supervisor's report. So this is a recognition of Mr. Ron Zemmons, who is finally retiring after 28 years. We got you this little clock here in recognition of that.
Oh, look at this. Holy cow. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, you're welcome.
I think I was lucky enough to serve at least 20 of that.
Yeah. Yeah, all right, maybe you'll get one. I ain't been there long enough.
Yeah.
All right. Since there's no unfinished business, item 10, new business. Item A, fire department automatic external defibrillator purchase request. Mr. White.
Mr. Supervisor, members of the board, tonight I come before you with a request to purchase 2 automated defibrillators for the Lenox Township Fire Department. The defibrillators will be going on 2 of our fire engine pumper type trucks that do not currently have defibrillators on them. There was something recently passed by the state called OSHA Part 74 that said every fire truck has to have an AED on it. We budgeted for these. This is our regular vendor for these products, so everything is interchangeable. We buy them right from the factory, so there's not a third-party source to go get multiple bids. The total for the 2 devices to Stryker Medical is $5,389.50.
I make a motion we approve the purchase of the automatic external defibrillator purchase request. And I didn't catch the whole number, Jeff, but it was budgeted, I'm assuming, so I'd make a motion to approve.
Okay, you can repeat the number.
Yeah, I sure can. $5,389.50.
Thank you.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Trustee Clifford, seconded by Treasurer Hunnell. Something got a little break there. May the Deputy Clerk please call the roll.
Clifford.
Aye.
Connell.
Aye.
Reader.
Aye.
Kendall.
Aye.
Gurley.
Aye.
All right, item B, Richmond Lenox EMS ambulance loan agreement proposal. Mr. White.
Yes, so the township has entered into these type of agreements before with the EMS. This is for the purchase of a new ambulance. I think the last one we did, according to my records, was in 2021. Interestingly, if you looked at the old loan agreement from 2021, these have gone up a tremendous amount of money. I think that agreement was in the 220,000-ish number. The same new ambulance, same footprint, same blueprint, is now post-COVID $305,000. So these have gone up a tremendous amount. We always begin one of these processes, and we try to keep the number of loans we have with the township for these trucks down as much as possible. So we always begin with the early payoff of the vehicle. We will be doing the early payoff of a 2019 ambulance in the amount of $58,668 when we take out this new loan amount. The loan amount for this $305,000, the loan interest rate for this vehicle, this $305,000 vehicle, would be at 4.25%. We checked with actually the township's bank about government interest rates and loans for government entities, and that was the number the clerk's office and I had come up with. The interest on that over the 6-year period of the loan will be $41,075. We used the exact same language that had been provided previously by our township legal counsel, just changing obviously the amounts and the interest rates and the monthly payment accordingly. So this has been reviewed, or it was created, I guess, by council would be the best way to do it in the agreement. So with that, absent any questions, we recommend the approval of this loan agreement with Lenox Township in the amount of $305,000. The ambulance is due to be completed about the 10th of October. It's being built at a new factory because they're taking so long to come. We're using a couple different builders, so this is the first ambulance coming from this particular builder. So I'll be going down to Orlando just for a couple of days to look at the truck before the manufacturer delivers it to us.
Are you taking tag-alongs to Orlando?
Well, in full disclosure, I'm paying for my wife's ticket to join me, so.
That wasn't the one I was tagging along. I'll make a motion that we approve the promissory note with Richmond Lenox EMS Ambulance Authority in the amount of $305,000 with monthly payments of $4,807 beginning November 1st, 2023, and ending with the final installment on or before October 1, 2029.
Second.
I have a motion by Clerk Kandel, second by Trustee Gurley. May the Deputy Clerk please call the roll.
Kandel.
Aye.
Gurley. Aye. Clifford.
Aye.
Connell.
Aye.
Reader.
Aye.
Thank you.
Item C, Green Macomb Eco Connections Grant Award Announcement. Mr. Greenville.
Good evening, Board. This item in front of you this evening comes as an actual electronic phone poll verification. This item came up to us in advance prior to the board meeting and had to be acted upon immediately in order for this grant to come out of the county. The county offered Lenox Township and a number of communities the opportunity to purchase 25 trees in the reimbursement of the grant funding. This evening, we're requesting that the board do a final phone approval poll. As this email was sent out to the entire board, having a response from 4 of the members immediately to go ahead and move forward with this. And what we did was we were able to purchase 25 trees from Wiegand's Nursery, which was the grant awardee from the county. And that is a full reimbursement of $3,750 for the 25 trees. The trees went so fast that we wound up with 25 red oak trees. These trees wound up being much, much larger in caliber than we originally were noted. The county had recommended, or had told us that the trees we were going to be receiving was 1 to 2 inch in caliber. We actually received trees that are 4 to 5 inches in caliber and 13 to 15 foot in height. So we got a great opportunity. The board responded immediately on the electronic phone poll for the verification of the 25 trees being replaced or being paid for by the Macomb County grant to Lenox Township after our initial purchase. And then we sent out an emergency bid request to 7 different landscaping facilities. All 7 responded. They were anywhere from $3,500 to $7,000 to install these trees. We responded immediately after the board's phone poll approval, and as of today, we have 12 trees already in the system. They're already in around the walking path today. These trees are quite large. They did a great job. The rest of them will be installed tomorrow. This evening, we're requesting that the board codify this phone poll that was done electronically and the emails that were sent out. And that was for the purchase of the trees being reimbursed at $3,750 and the hiring of Meredith's Landscaping LLC to plant the trees of $3,500.
I'll make a motion that we reconfirm our acceptance of the Green Macomb Eco Connections grant in the amount of $3,750 for 25 trees to be placed on Lenox Township property, and approve hiring Meredith Landscaping LLC to plant the trees at a cost not to exceed $3,500.
Second.
I have a motion by Clerk Campbell, seconded by Trustee Gurley. Will the deputy clerk please call the roll?
Kendall,
Aye.
Gurley. Clifford,
Aye.
Reader,
Aye.
Connell.
Aye.
All right. Item D, Custer Road Cemetery plot fee revision. Mr. Raymond.
Good evening, Board. This evening, the Supervisor's Office is coming in front of the Board requesting that we work as a group here within Town Hall and reconfirm, modify, and update the review and update fees for Custer Road Cemetery. We have found out recently that we are, and there's no pun intended in this, but we are gravely under the cost of operations to whether to put in headstones, whether to put in the placements. We've had the engineer work with us. We've checked the grave size. The grave sizes are considerably smaller than they should be. So modifying some of the areas for a little bit of easement in Custer Road Cemetery. Our engineer, Tri-County, has already looked at that with our DPW. Excuse me. We recently had a headstone placement put in that the facility had sold 2 graves. That is where we have found out that we are gravely under the cost of operations. So we're asking permission this evening to go forward, get those numbers updated to current standards, and bring them back to the board in the future for an updated number.
I make a motion that we approve a review and update of the fees for the Custer Road Cemetery. Second.
I have a motion by Clerk Campbell, seconded by Treasurer Holland.
I have a question, Mr. Super. After the review, it'll be coming back to us for approval again on the
Yes.
fees? Okay.
Deputy clerk, please call the roll.
Kendall,
Aye.
Connell.
Aye.
Gurley. Reader,
Aye.
Clifford.
Aye.
All right. Item E, Board Review Member Appointment. Mr. Grayback.
Good evening, Board. This evening, as you have seen, we took a moment to honor Mr. Ron Simmons for his 28 years of dedication to the community and to Lenox Township overall. We once again want to thank Mr. Simmons for his time spent and look forward to seeing him within the township halls in the future, coming back and visiting us. But with that being said, Mr. Simmons' resignation requires us to request that the board allow us to move forward and move up Mr. Robert Bermersch to fill the now vacant position on the Board of Review, with that term expiring December 31st of 2024. Mr. Bermersch was the alternate. We will now be canvassing for a replacement alternate at this point in time. The Supervisor's Office is coming forward requesting that permission to move him up to the full board of review. Excuse me.
Motion to approve the nomination of Robert Bermersch to the Board of Review with the term expiring December 31st, 2024.
Second.
I have a motion by Treasurer Holland, seconded by Trustee Clifford. May the deputy clerk please call the roll.
Connell.
Aye.
Clifford,
Aye.
Reader,
Aye.
Kendall,
Aye.
Gurley.
All right. Item F, Supervisor's Professional Development Retreat Request for Mr. Grayback.
Good evening, Board. This evening, the Supervisor's Office is requesting permission to approve Supervisor Reader's attendance at the 2023 Michigan Township Association Professional Development Retreat located in Harbor Springs at the cost of $365 registration fee plus lodging and mileage. This event is to occur October 3rd through 4th, or excuse me, October 5th through 6th. This has been part of the budget and the plan for the educational process. That'll bring it back to the board for any questions, comments, or approval.
I'd like to make a motion to approve Supervisor Reader's attendance at the 2023 Michigan Township Association Supervisors Professional Development Retreat in Harbor Springs at the cost of $365 registration fee plus lodging and mileage.
Second.
I have a motion by Clerk Kandel, seconded by Treasurer Hahn. May the Deputy Clerk please call the roll.
Kendall,
Aye.
Connell,
Aye.
Reader,
Aye.
Gurley,
Aye.
Clifford.
Aye.
All right, item G, zoning ordinance legal review authorization request, Mr. Graybell.
Good evening once again, Board. The Supervisor's Office this evening is requesting the Board to approve to have the Township legal perform a legal review of Article 03.331, the tree and woodlands protection of the Lenox Township zoning ordinances. This review comes after the ruling of the United States Court of Appeals for the Sixth Circuit in the case of FP Development versus Charter Township of Canton, Michigan. To safeguard the township, we request that the township attorney review the case and our ordinance compliance and come back with any opinion or so-called amendments if needed. With that, I'll bring it back to the board for approval.
I'd like to make a motion to authorize the Addis Law Firm to review the Lenox Township zoning ordinance, Article 3.331, tree and woodlands protection, providing the board with an opinion and amendments if possible.
Second.
I have a motion by Clerk Kandel, seconded by Treasurer Hahn. May the Deputy Clerk please call the roll.
Kendall,
Aye.
Connell,
Aye.
Gurley,
Aye.
Reader,
Aye.
Clifford.
Aye.
All right, item H, Township Road legal review authorization request, Mr. Graybell.
All right, good evening. This request comes back in front of the board. The Supervisor's Office is requesting the board to approve to have the township legal firm perform a legal review and deliver to the board an opinion on Section R.28.1153 of the Michigan Administrative Code and the Uniform Traffic Code pertaining to the township control over county-owned roads and the regulation of traffic on such roads. With that, I'll bring it back to the board for any questions, comments, or a motion.
Yeah, what was the leading, yeah, I do have one. What was the leading thing that led up to this,
So,
that part of it?
after review of some MTA documents, the township may have more authority over county road and the control of traffic through it than we have been led on to by the county. So I'd like the township attorney to give a legal opinion on that.
No, I understand that part of it. I just didn't know what was, like we've talked about traffic signals at 29, we've talked about different things. I just didn't know what the,
It's been a multitude of issues if we really look at it. Traffic signals, semis.
yeah, that's fine. I get
Residential
it.
complaints.
Yeah. We're good. Thank you.
Thank you. With that, I'll bring it back to the board for motion.
Motion to authorize the Addis Law Firm to review Section R.28.1153 of the Michigan Administrative Code and the Uniform Traffic Code, providing the board with an opinion. Second.
I have a motion by Treasurer Hahn, seconded by Trustee Gurley. May the Deputy Clerk please call the roll.
Connell,
Aye.
Gurley,
Aye.
Clifford,
Aye.
Reader,
Aye.
Kendall.
Aye.
All right, item I, Bay River Plain Unit Development Agreement Amendment. Mr. Addis, do you want to speak on this one?
I think hold on. I think the documents speak for themselves. We went through this. I've worked with the property developers. They have been gentlemen all the way. I think the agreement is legal. I think it's appropriate, and I recommend to the board that they
Taking that into consideration, I will make a motion to approve the Second Amendment to the Bay River Planned Unit Development Agreement as recommended by the Township Attorney.
Second.
I have a motion by Clerk Kandel, seconded by Treasurer Hahn. May the Deputy Clerk please call the roll.
Kendall,
Aye.
Connell,
Aye.
Gurley,
Aye.
Clifford,
Aye.
Reader.
Aye. All right, item J, adoption of wastewater truck system master plan. Mr. Safe.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. In front of the board, there is a report of updating our wastewater master plan. This is a state-required study to be done every 5 years, and we are here tonight seeking the board formal adoption of the sanitary wastewater master plan.
I'll make a motion that the board approves the Lenox Township wastewater truck system master plan dated June 22nd, 2023, prepared by Tri-County Engineering Consultants.
Second.
I have a motion by Clerk Handel, seconded by Treasurer Hum. May the Deputy Clerk please call the roll.
Handel,
Aye?
Connell,
Aye.
Reader,
Aye.
Clifford,
Aye.
Gurley.
Aye.
Thank you.
Public comment. All right, call from the board. All right, item 13, adjournment.
Motion to adjourn at 6:55.
Second.
I have a motion by Treasurer Hum, seconded by Clerk Handel. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, we are adjourned.